Stability control, traction control, launch control. Some would call these driver assist, but the Porsche 911 Turbo calls them driver setbacks. Any Porsche gets attention, but this Widowmaker demands it. This is a 1986 Porsche 911 Turbo. This was the car that was on your posters, in your video games, and probably even that Hot Wheel you were picking up while you were supposed to be getting necessities. Air-cooled Porsche 911s are one of the most iconic cars in the world, and I mean the world. Over in Germany, Roof got its hands on one to make the Yellowbird and dominate the green hell. Over in Japan, it was owning the streets and taking on the Wangan and being made famous by midnight. Over here in the United States, before Will Smith was slapping people on stage, he was running down bad boys in a 911.
And this happens to be one of the fastest production cars on the planet. 0 to 60 in 4 seconds, man.
Here's a marvelous example of a 1986 Porsche 911 Turbo, a time capsule. Original, beautiful black paint, a 3.3 liter flat 6-cylinder engine that doesn't miss a beat, a flawless 4-speed manual transmission, a champagne interior with matching gauge cluster tucked behind a 3-spoke gold crest steering wheel. The details go further. This is a pre-M505 car. It has the slant nose but round headlights, a Turbo S front bumper, boxed rocker panels, and one of my personal favorite parts, the vented rear quarters. These are all genuine Porsche parts. Damn. Not only that, but it was even inspected by Dave Treichel of 0 to 60 Garage, which is one of the most badass Porsche restoration shops around. The car's design made for one of the most beautiful cars ever made and somehow managed to be 100% functional. It has a sleek aerodynamic design. You can see the widened fenders here, and although with today's standards to widen your car to look good, this car did it to put the power to the ground. It was to fit these wider rear tires, and thus these curves were born. We have the wing on the back to, of course, apply downforce, but it also sits higher up, so that way it can fit the intercooler in the back to keep this puppy running at optimal temp. This is a driver's car by every meaning of the term. It feels so connected, so amazing. This is my first time driving a Porsche, and I get the hype. I get the hype completely. What an absolute beast of machinery this car is. It feels planted, it feels raw, it feels analog. There's what you need and nothing more than maybe just an analog clock, and that's it. It gives you what the driver needs and nothing more. She is not afraid to break them loose. I would say that this car isn't for your everyday driver. This isn't just for anyone to hop into. This is a car that's made for a car enthusiast, someone that is passionate about cars. This car is the reason car people love cars. This isn't a modern self-driving car of the future. This is a car that you need to drive. It thrives on every input. It punished those who didn't respect it, and it rewarded those who tamed it. This car was notorious for being a great cruiser through town, but then becoming an absolute animal once you get past 4,000 RPM and the turbo leg catches up and boost kicks in. This is a driver's car. It's a piece of history, and it's one of the most sought after cars in the world. I feel extremely lucky to even have reviewed this car. I can't imagine being the next person to own it. Thanks for being here. And I want to give a huge thank you to Throttle Stop, located here in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. They have an amazing facility with just absolutely jaw-dropping cars. There's some great people here that are driven by passion. It's literally their slogan, and that's the people I love to work with. So if you guys want to give them a follow, you can check them out at The Throttle Stop over on IG, Facebook, and YouTube. I'll have links to them in the description. Make sure to show them some love because they show me some love, and it is an absolute beautiful place here.